What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, hope you're well. Today we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. It's Black Friday as well, so there are some insane discounts at the moment over on my Twitter. I will be going through it with you later on in the video, but please be a supporter of the channel, help the algorithm out. Let's push for some likes, so of course subscriptions on the channel. We're almost at 5k, and of course leave a comment down below to bump up the algorithm. So we're still in a target down to, of course, 13.6 to 14k and 10.8k. This is ever since, of course, losing that 18.6k higher low. We discussed previously on the channel why this is so important that we've made this lower low. It means that any pump up, even if we are expecting a move up, just the expectation is to go lower afterwards. So any pump is a bull trap. That's what we believe on the channel. So if you do see these thumbnails where I'm bullish, it's just, you know, I'm seeing a short-term bullish pattern. I'm telling you guys, okay, reversal. I'm seeing a reversal on the weekly time frame, for example, down here. That means a short-term pump, but just back into these key supports as resistance. So you might see a bullish thumbnail, but it's just short-term to then get hammered back down. That is my opinion. I believe that we will flip bullish. Well, potentially can flip bullish if we're reclaiming this. It's a signal of strength that we're going through this gold box. We'll go through that in a bit more detail today. But yeah, essentially, if we're taking this out, you've only got that to deal with, and then we could head back to the 2021 lows, but that's going to be key resistance going forward, unfortunately. But yeah, if you do enjoy today's update, please like, subscribe and comment. Now let's get into it. So we had this shoulder, head, shoulder over here and a double bottom, but with this closure below this higher low, or this actual left shoulder, that was our signal to sell our crypto. We got out of the market, 50% out of the market, and started accumulating down here at the range lows, and this could have been our bottom, but we did already have a target down here to 17k. It's just this could have stopped. We could have reclaimed this to go up, and you would invalidate further downside. But you should really be believing that this target will get met, as you're in a bear trend since losing that, because we had this higher low and then you lost it, so you got lower lows. So that means you're definitely coming to here. So that's why it was a good point for a bounce. And if we go to the weekly time frame, we can see this a bit clearer. Yeah, this rejection here is actually a bullish hammer. However, you've begun this downtrend. So bullish patterns, bullish candlesticks are not that reliable, guys. You're in a manipulated market. So yeah, fill in the wick. Essentially, you're going to fill in the wick basically, and that's what we've seen ever since starting this downtrend. We've eventually filled in these wicks, and even this one down here, you filled it in. So continuing, this was a good area as for a short-term bounce. We entered back here and re-entered back here, but again with this closure below, what did I say back here? This is your sell signal, because you've made a lower low on the weekly time frame. You're coming for that low, or it's just a signal you're going to continue lower anyway. But any pump, even if I'm saying weekly reversal, it's just short-term, guys, because any pump, as you can see, it's going to be a lower high and continue lower. So even if we pump up, we need to take this out. We need to take this out, and that will signal we're coming back up to here. But yeah, you can see when we come up into this, if we come up into it, it's still lower than that, still lower than that. So you need to find support back on this red area over here, 17.6 to 18.6, and attack it again. Then you'd have some potential inverse head and shoulders. This is the only bullish case I'm seeing at the moment. And yeah, we've actually got a valid resistance that again needs to be tested in the future. It doesn't mean it will go up like this. You know, you can continue lower and then eventually come up to it in the future. But yeah, this would be the scenario right now, because if we zoom in over here, we're actually seeing a big red candle that's holding this key support back from over here. It's some resistance between 15.7 and support over here at 16.2. If we go back to where we are, you have a weekly candle close above it, a second one and a third one, and you can see these are perfect handles for a short-term reversal. But understand, a reversal, a bullish reversal into key resistance to head lower, you may go through it, but then another key resistance where the 20 weekly EMAs, let's turn on these other EMAs. There's a 12 weekly EMA by the time you get up there next week or the week after. So I'm expecting that we do actually see 17.5 to 18.6k within the next week or two to retest these EMAs. However, they are resistances. The 12 isn't as strong as the 20, still is, but it isn't as strong. So you can you know, even if you reject the 12, you can come down and go through it and hit the 20. The 20 is a stronger EMA. So a rejection of that, yeah, we don't want to see a rejection of the 20 weekly EMA to signal of bearish continuation. As long as you're below it, we should continue lower. But when we pull away from it too quickly, we need to come back to it eventually. So that's why we're seeing an accumulation of candles here. It's basically relaxing before it's going to come back up to it or get as close to it as possible and then continue lower. That is the expectation. The expectation is that we should actually continue lower on the daily and on the weekly, after coming back up. So yeah, we are expecting this short-term bounce. We're seeing this on the daily time frame as well. So we've seen it on the weekly, but also on the daily, you keep failing to close below this. So by not closing below the green line, again, I said that would be a signal to enter buys. And we saw 4-hour closes above this. And so that's why we're getting this continuation. So coming back down now, we need to hold this green area to see this expected continuation back up. So for the end of the week, yeah, let's hold this 16.2k, and then we can get this continuation back up. Because using the fibs here, from the high to the bottom, so where the capitulation began with the FTX scandal, this is saying that we have already retested the 382. Technically, you don't have to go any higher than that to continue lower. But in most cases, you go all the way up to the 618 and the golden pocket between the 05 and the 618. And this is can be shown by us holding support when we came down here. And again, down here, you've held it and you've come back up twice from down there without losing it. So it is a signal that potentially we could be forming this shoulder inverse head and shoulders pattern, but a lot of work to be done because we've got these key resistances ahead. Not only this 17.6k and 18.6k box or support now resistance, but also the fib levels as well as the moving averages. And now at first you can see we're already rejecting after yesterday's candle off the 236, and we want to see us getting above that. At the moment, we're not seeing that. I'll turn on the 12 EMA for the daily time frame. We can see that's where we're rejecting. Remember, the 12, it is a resistance. It is a key resistance. However, it's not as strong as the 20 or the 55 or the 200. So it could just mean short term, find support here or here, and then go back up and attack the 20. Of course, that's going to knock you back down. We would need to find support if you want to tackle the 55. But at any moment, you could easily just do this from any EMA. So it's just about working through it step by step. So I'm just preparing for that. If you see a close above the 236, we're going to head towards the 20. That should knock you back all the way down, because again, as long as we're below the 20 EMA, we should actually continue lower. So just for a minute, I want to get into these Black Friday things over here. So I think I was going to show you over here. Follow my Twitter, Louis Crypto. I've got a giveaway at the moment, 4,000 subscriber giveaway. We've had over 43 entrants. If you want to enter, you need to, of course, subscribe to my YouTube as well as the Twitter, like and retweet this post. So although there's 54 likes, these guys won't be included, only the 43. So a good 11 people won't be included. Make sure you've retweeted the post as well, and then comment once you've done that. Let's get into the Black Friday sale. So this course, it was £300. It's now down to £100 for today only. You can go through this. It's on my Twitter if you just want to check it out. And I've also got a Black Friday sale on my mentorship, which I haven't done. There's not really a discount at the moment on the mentorship. But now for Black Friday, instead of £800, it's now down to £500. You get the crypto course included. So that's £100. So the 10 hours of lessons and the crypto chat will only be £400 plus the £100 course. But if you can't afford £500 and you don't want to do 10 hours of lessons, remember, it's not 10 hours in one lesson, it's 10 lessons that are 1 hour. So if you want to do 5 1-hour lessons plus the course plus the chat, that's going to be £300, and you get free access to my chat till the bull market peak. This chat includes exclusive updates, more detailed updates, my personal thoughts, what is going on in the market, what I'm doing personally with my cryptos, what I'm looking at, and where a community where the people in the community can share their thoughts and help each other. Remember, everyone in my chat is educated by me, so they'll have all the knowledge that you'd need. So it's a great community if you want to join. And at the moment the course is 100. 10 hours of lessons with the course is 500. And yeah, if you want half of that, 5 hours of lesson, 300. Let's get back into the update, but head over to my Twitter if you want to look into those. But please message me before the end of the day, as these offers will end at the end of the day. But yeah, again, we're just believing that even if we do pump, it's just going to be a bull trap. Remember, guys, that's what we believe in the channel. So when we come up to this area, that's where we're expecting the continuation down to these bearish targets, the descending triangle and the shoulder, head, shoulder. As we've seen the fractal 3 times, this is the 3rd time it will play out. And you can see it was coming down. It did start going up twice, but it double top. So even if we come up, you know, I'm just still expecting lower. Imagine how many times this whole thing could play out. It could play out again to get down to 10k. But yeah, we'll take it step by step, of course. But yeah, when we place these fibs, it's usually a signal we need to come back up, and we need to test these EMAs. So that's why I've just constantly been telling you guys I am expecting some short-term bullishness. But even though you might see a 10, 20, 30% pump on your alts, don't get it twisted, guys. You're still under a key support now as resistance. You've already claimed that it is resistance by rejecting it. So even if we get up into there again, it should essentially just be a double top. If by some miracle or God candle we actually get through this, then you have to confirm it as support. It's not safe. Then you need to take out this gold box, and that's a signal we're coming to the high. Not that we're breaking it, we're coming. That will also be a resistance. So we need to basically get out of there. And once we're at the 2021 high, there's a lot of work to do. Even when we go down, or even if we go down to 10k, which I said we should really, because we validated the pattern. I'm not seeing invalidation at the moment. Only way to invalidate it is a reclaim of 18.6, and yeah, get above this gold box, do something like that. But even if we don't do that right now, and we go down to 10k, eventually in the future, when you get up there, you still get rejected, and you need to form that higher low essentially. But yeah, we're years away from that. But no worries, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please, of course, like, subscribe, and comment. But make sure you're, of course, entering that free giveaway on my Twitter over here for the 4,000 subscriber giveaway. Almost at 5,000 already. I can't believe it. So thank you for that. The course is down to £100 today, and the mentorship for 10 hours plus the course and the chat 500, and for 5 hours 300. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, comment, and I hope to see you in my community. Peace.